don't need a bunch of fancy equipment. I mean, now I'm not saying don't go and make yourself a nice tailoring tree or get fancy equipment, because it'll make your life easier. I'm just saying you don't need it to make a bow. I haven't used any fancy equipment on this bow. It's been all hand tools, 100% handmade, no power tools. All hand tools, knives, rasps, scrapers, sandpaper, files. That's all I've used to make this crazy snaky bow so far. What? You stink. You got sprayed by a skunk. You stink. Now. Alright. You are stinky. Alright, back it up. Stinky butt. Hey, stop rubbing your stink on me. He did. He got sprayed by a dang skunk. Knucklehead. Hopefully he learned his lesson. And I think he rolled in some cow crap. The joys of having a dog. Wild ass mountain dogs. Marked out some spots along the limbs that there's a tad bit of run out. So I'm going to have to thin these limbs out just a little more in these spots. I'm up by the road right now, about 60 yards back behind me. You can pretend that's waves crashing on a beach. That's what I did. That about as close as I want, and I'll scrape the rest of that one. Pretty close. New water? All right. You stink, dude. Burgle and Bonzo went and jumped in the dang cow pond. Mm-mm-mm. Still got it. Made a different bowstring since the one in the video. I traded some bear grease to Corey from Organic Archery for a bunch of B55 string. Y'all want to see a very informative, awesome YouTube channel, Organic Archery. Good bowyer, and does some really cool things on that channel, Organic Archery. Reflex the tips. It's kind of a spur of the moment thing, but I wanted to add a little bit of energy to this bow, a little bit of performance hopefully. There was some very, very slight checking that appeared, not even while I was bending the tips, but as it cooled down, a little bit of checking appeared right here at the bend on the reflexes. So I decided it'd be a good idea to just do some sinew wrapping on both ends. And I think it looks aesthetically pleasing to transition from snakeskin to bear wood, as well as it'll help to reinforce the bends. And they're still bendy. These aren't static reflex tips. There's a very, very subtle deflex, and it's a natural deflex. You almost can't even see it, but there is a very subtle deflex in this bow. Also, I backed the bow with the Western rat snake skin, which doesn't do anything for performance, but it does help with camouflaging, and I think it looks really cool. It's the second time I've ever put a snake skin on the back of a bow. The first time I did it with a very short bow I made, and I put a prairie rattlesnake skin on the back. This one is a Texas rat snake, or I think the proper name is a Western rat snake skin. I think it looks pretty cool. It's been about, I think, 3 days. I sinew wrapped the reflexes, then I applied the snake skin, then I did another layer of sinew wrapping over top of the snake skin. Good reinforcement, good strength, hopefully. I'm going to try and get this bow finished today. I'm going to try and finish tillering it. I know there was a jump between bending the tips to now. There's some really good videos out there on applying snake skins, but if y'all want to see me apply snake skins onto a bow, I'll make a video about it. Let me know down in the comments. I have a few other bows that I've been wanting to throw a snake skin on. I applied 9 coats of True Oil to just the top of the snake skin here. Ah, thanks. To kind of protect it. What have you been doing? You smell better. Where's Bonzo? Huh? What were you guys doing? Out running? Huh? Alright, look out. I'm gonna get back to it and see what happens. Right now I'm pulling around 15-inch draw. I don't have a tillering machine set up here. So I basically, what I've done is I've made 1 mark increments, marked out every inch along this bow, starting at 10-inch draw, going up to 28. This is what my tillering machine is. Between this and if I really need to see how the limbs are bending, I have a few different actual trees that I will use to tiller. Like this little notch right here, that's one of my spots where I'll put the bow to tiller. You don't need a bunch of fancy equipment. I mean, now I'm not saying don't go and make yourself a nice tillering tree or get fancy equipment, because it'll make your life easier. I'm just saying you don't need it to make a bow. I haven't used any fancy equipment on this bow. It's been all hand tools, 100% handmade, no power tools. All hand tools, knives, rasps, scrapers, sandpaper, files. Like, that's all I've used to make this crazy snaky bow so far. I'm getting there. I just gotta be patient and just keep on going slow, because if I try and go too fast, that's when people screw up. You go a little too fast on the tiller and you end up pulling a little too hard or a little too far, and you break the bow. "20-inch draw, "48, "50, back it up, "50. Let's go shoot it. See if I can get you up on this branch. You all come back here and chill, all right? All right, I'm about 15 yards out. See what we get. Got it. I'm not looking to win tournaments. I'm looking to harvest myself a deer and eventually a black bear. I did it. Finish the bow. This might very well be the snakiest bow on YouTube. So when I had it tillered to about brace height, I put this snake skin on the back. This is a western rat snake skin, or you could call it a Texas rat snake. Give the bow some good camouflage. I'll probably knock down that shine just a tad bit with some 600 grit, something like that. Rough it up a little, but I put 9 coats of true oil on the back over this skin to protect the skin. At the transitions, I put sinew. And I also reflex the tips. Reflex both tips, give it a little more performance, which it absolutely did. The bow is 56 inches overall length, and nock to nock 54-inch bow. Osage orange. There was a slight natural deflex in this bow from the start. So the combination of that slight deflex with these reflex tips, they're a working reflex tip. I'm very happy with it. I've put about 75 arrows through the bow, and I'm kind of working these limbs in, breaking it in. Final draw length is 22 inches. And that's putting me right at around 52 or 3, right around 52 to 53 pounds. I braced the bow at roughly 5 to 5.5 inches. Yeah, right around 5-inch brace height. People have commented on my bows in the past saying that the brace height's too low, it looks low. But these are shorter plain style bows, under 60 inches. And when you get a shorter bow like that, I absolutely do not want to have an 8-inch brace height. It would be up here, and I've seen people do that, and all you're going to do is wear that bow out a lot faster. You know, this bow should be able to last me a very long time. Long time. Hopefully I'll be able to hand this bow down to somebody I care about when I get old, and it'll still be shooting just as true and good. It shoots really nice. I mean, user error, I'm not the best shot, but for a 21-inch snap draw, no. I'm just going to keep on practicing and get better and better. And then hopefully this fall, which I got around 5 months until hunting season, so I'm going to keep on practicing. I'm going to break this bow in and see if, you know, I might want to take this out deer hunting. We'll see. I'll throw one more shot down there, and then we'll call this video good. Say that's a good way to end the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this bow. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya!